Andy, it's pretty thin. I don't know.
You're not asking for my advice as to what I think Jayson should do, are you?
I think you would have beat Ralph if you would have got up on that 9. I think you'd have beat Ralph 9-0.
I think so.
Yeah, this is a good sign for Shaw right out of the gate. He'll send a message to SVB. SVB is all too aware of what Jayson can do under the lights.
Let me ask you, out of these two players, who do you think will struggle the most from behind in this match?
I think Shane would have a tough time. I think this is probably Shane's toughest match mentally going forward. I think this will be his toughest match. If he gets through this match, Andy, I think he really is a true favorite now to win his 6th title. That's my feel.
A little short on the 4-ball because he bought the previous spot a little too full.
He's overcut it. This is a huge opportunity for Captain America.
Yeah, he's Captain America and Iron Man all in one. Early nerves from both.
Does that go past the 8? Can't see from this angle. I think it may.
Yeah, Andy, I do think it does. It clearly does, and we see this a lot in the early games. The adrenaline is high, the heart rate's way up there. Jayson, in my opinion, when that adrenaline gets up, handles it better than anybody on the planet.
In cue sports, even the greatest have opponents who get under their skin.
With 5 titles. If Shane can pull this off, it'll be a very special week. 1 is down again. 9. Threatening the left middle.
That gold break. Usually it's not the white that flicks the 9-ball to send it to the middle bag. Don't often see that.
A little surprised he didn't attack there. A lot of times Jayson will take that bank on, Andy.
Yeah, and he'll be disappointed with that. He's under-hit that by about 6-7 inches. That was, for him, a relatively easy safety.
Yeah, and symptomatic of the nerves they're feeling because that was really tentative.
And the reason I was saying he might be able to take it to the right side pocket is because it would have been a 2-way shot. He had cover there with a couple of balls in the middle of the table at the 3 and 6. At least if you don't shoot that, you've got to get him buried under the purple 5. Very containing. Even if Jayson can see the 2. Well, this has turned out perfect.
Wouldn't be too much of a problem, Jayson, to hit this 2-ball, but where it ends up and where the white ball ends up, the white will probably stay there.
Extension, cool.
Try and flick the 2 up to the top of the table. There's a lot of room for error. He's got to find a gap he's looking for.
There's a good view. He's going to have to dig behind this, like Andy said. It's probably going to stick there. Well, he caught it a bit thin.
And Andy, you've been out there on that table.
That's it. I've got as many racks as Shane's won so far, but that could change because it should be like shelling peas for him this rack. Tight on that. huge chance to level the match early on. One thing that I think a lot of Nineball pool fans won't necessarily know or realise is just how soft you need to hit these balls. A lot of people go to their club and smash them. But did that on this table, they would just rattle in those pockets that are much, much tighter than they have been for a long, long time.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I think that's the difference between pro players and amateurs, the touch that these guys have.
This is just how this match could transpire, back and forth. Vitaly Pachura also 4-2 ahead of Austria's Max Lechner. Pachura or Lechner will play the winner of this one.
I think he overamped him. He did make the ball in the lower left corner again, but he's really trying to make the one in the right side pocket from that side of the table. Let's take another look. Action thick. So what he's been telling me is that he's got to hit them thinner than you typically have to hit them on the other tables. And all of these guys have started to figure that out on this TV table for whatever reason.
What a thunderous breakthrough from Van Boening. He's 60 miles or so away from Philadelphia. You can almost hear that break if you're having a selfie next to the Rocky statue.
Well, with that joke and the word Philadelphia, all I can say is, Phil, I think that was a little bit too cheesy for you.
Nothing's too cheesy for me.
Yeah, so he's going to jump a piece of this. There's the cue ball coming high. Good flick on the 3. Andy 8 to slow the cue ball down. This will be okay. Compared to Durham on the Niners, are going to come back down into these two balls, 4 and 9. Very close together.
I have to say that is the one shot I didn't practice, the jump shot. I just thought, I tried it a couple of times. It's so difficult to do. And with the small amount of time I had to practice for this competition, I just thought I had to concentrate on playing the game.
He's missed this ball.
Dear.
This is the second ball he's overcut.
Yeah, the 6 in the opening rack, and now the 3 there. That was an easier pot than the 6.
And where the cue ball lied, that tells me he was going to play the carom. 4-9.
Extension, cool.
Shaw probably going to do the same thing. Looks like he plays really well. Anywhere on the center of the table, I think it's making.
And the ball's right over the hole like that. It's so much more difficult to control the cue ball. Got no cushion to play with. Well done.
Jayson Shaw,
Just like that.
Whoever's trading. In this case, it could be Jayson Shaw in the next couple of minutes.
Yeah, we're talking about Shane, who's already missed 2 balls, so you know you could actually add another 2 games onto Shane's scores. This too hard. It's going to finish just perfect. Literally just perfect.
Has been near perfect from Shane so far today. Got off to a bit of a shaky start, which is to be expected. Where's that cue ball
Want
off
to
to?
catch the
Start
7.
strike, ball in hand.
Wow. Wow, such a loose shot from Shane.
Please start the clock.
Yeah, Andy, I think he hit it too hard, right? You hit it that speed. Just grazed the 7. The cue ball takes an indirect path straight to the middle.
Andy, you know your football. The analogy here is it's like a team who's had pretty much all of the possession and has got nothing to show for it.
Very much. And up to that moment, so apart from the very start of this match, where both players looked a tiny bit shaky, James looked fantastic, but just look at Jayson. He's not had his hand on the table with a real chance for a couple of racks. And he just gets down and knocks these balls in for fun. And again, we're tied at 3-3. There's nothing between these two.
Jayson Shaw wins the rack.
The script is slightly unconventional, but the fact it's 3-3, entirely predictable. What a match in progress.
Shake the head a little bit. There's a look, Andy. He's dead straight in. He's going to take distance now.
At his best, this would be no problem. But this year, he's not been at his best.
Yeah, like Phil said, this time of year he hasn't been at his best. It's been hit and miss, and this one was a miss.
Just wonder, that's down to pressure already. Such an early part of this match, because he could have just stunned that in. He's shaking his head, he knows he should have wanted that.
Yeah, Andy, I saw you miss a couple
Extension, cool.
with that speed, and you hit them both real good. I think you missed
Extension,
a
please.
couple balls that you hit about that speed, real deep into the pockets, and the ball just spit out. Just gives you an idea how tight these pockets really are.
Didn't think you'd mention those misses. I'll have that $20 back.
This is a big shot. He's got to avoid the left side pocket. This is going to run hot. Missed the 6 earlier. It was almost identical to this. The difference is here, guys. See, he can use a low right ball, slide over one rail between the 8 and 9.
Great shot. Great shot. It looked very easy. It wasn't anything but difficult. He's played it so well, and again, it looks like he's going to take the lead in this match. Jayson will be wondering what he needs to do to get ahead. As long as he doesn't let Shane run away with it, that's just the most important thing.
Shane Van Boening wins the rack.
Well, he's got second prize, but this is still on for Shane. He'll be devastated. Those middle bags are so tight. It looked like it dropped in. Look. Hits the corner, wipes its feet, stays out.
If they hit the far jaw, they're toast. If they hit the near jaw, they're toast.
Always about food with you, Phil.
He's going to go to the second rail here. Oh, he's hit it well. 2 rails in the left side pocket using the second long rail. Look at the eyes. When those eyes get on, it can be game over.
He made that look so easy. That's only going into that pocket if it's hit in that exact... I feel a bit for Jayson, because he will feel not hard done by, but quite a lot of the times he's come to the table and he hasn't had an easy starter. That's exactly what you need to settle the nerves. The last couple of racks he's come to the table, and every ball's been a pressure ball. And so far, it's all one-way traffic.
Extension, cool.
You sometimes see this extension used on the 9-ball. If it's available, why not utilise it? Just settle down And make sure you don't make a grievous error. Shane, as he so often does at the US Open, inflicting pain. He's doubling up on Jayson Shaw, 6-3 ahead.
Rack 10. Shane Van Boening to break. Hitting 6 racks to 3.
Modus operandi for SVB, power on.
Yeah, well, neither have been great on the break. If you ask me, I feel like Shaw's been better on the break as far as the consistency with the one. But once again, the one not going in and coming down, sitting in front of the lower right corner for Shaw. The two a little tricky.
But these are the chances. If you want to get yourself back in the match, you have to take these. You can't afford to go 7-3. And they raised to 10 against one of the game's greatest ever players. I think he's hit that absolutely perfectly.
He was very thick on the green 6 ball, and that's why he's out of shape. That
Extension,
was an
cool.
unforgivable error. Redeemed.
That's a great shot. Not just the pot, but where he's landed. That's what he does. He wears his heart on his sleeve. Made that look so easy. Look at that. Controlling the cue ball as well. Brilliant.
That was superb from Jayson Shaw, because if you recall in an earlier rack, he badly overcut a very similar 4 ball.
Might be in more trouble after this shot.
Yeah, it's a great touch. Jayson can get behind the 6 on the left side. What can he do with the object ball and the cue ball? That's the question. I think he can get behind it.
He's played that 9 in the middle. Lined that up beforehand. That's a great effort. That is just spectacular. How unfortunate is that?
Yeah, like you said, he looked at that. He really did play that shot. Is he going at the bank? Cross side to the right. Wow.
Thud, right into the heart of the pocket.
Lost that one, but he got very, very fortunate. He was real quick in the backswing, caught the lower point, I believe, and if not, close enough.
Not only that, it hit the knuckle and it seemed to send it even closer to the 8.
Yeah, a fraction of an inch from messing that up. Now, though, it is the most simple 9 ball imaginable. For him, a formality. SVB doubling up on Scotland's finest, Jayson Shaw.
And then give it back. The person at the table, which is Jayson Shaw. Looking to leave it here. His tip is.
Push out called. Extension called.
And also with a push out, it's not just a case of having the option to push the cue ball anywhere you want. You can hit another ball, you can pot another ball. Whatever you do, your opponent, in this case Shane, will have the option to put you back in. It's such a huge tactical shot so early on in the frame.
Shane, it's your choice.
Yeah, this is a bit sketchy here. This push
Jayson,
out.
please play again. Was that shot clock to 30 seconds then?
It's gone too far, I think. I think he wanted to push out to a rail first jump shot.
The reason the crowd are amused, Van Boening didn't even get out of his chair.
He can't jump it, there's 2 balls in the way. It's actually a brilliant snooker.
Foul stroke. Ball in hand.
And the other problem is the 1-9 is looming.
Please start the clock.
Does he entertain it? The reason I mentioned that is the 3-5 problem. You can find some way to clear the 1 as well. It's kind of a free shot on the 9. Speaking of 9, it'll get him to game number 9.
Well, this is absolutely massive.
Extension, cool.
Such a tough shot. There's a gap between them. He needs to make this.
Expect him to hit it too hard that way. If he mishits it at all, he'll take the ball. So he'll cut it by some margin. That's the only way you can really miss it. So you hit it fat. But if you hit it just a little fat, the pocket will take the ball. Surprising.
When he missed that ball, Scott turned to me with his mouth wide open, as if to say, how has he missed that?
The shot choice influenced by the awkwardness of the balls. And now what was Van Boening's problem is Shaw's.
How's the 7 going to finish? This is naughty. Not very nice.
Jayson Shaw this year will captain Europe in the Mosconi Cup, playing captain. One of the mainstays of Europe in recent years, David Alcaide of Spain. He's on the hill against Michael Bohannon at 9-6.
Let's use a low cue ball here and try and suck back and use the pink. He's caught it too thin. Again? Not really, but nothing straightforward.
But look where the cue ball's landed. Gonna have to jack the butt of his cue up in the air, I think. Not easy. Needs that cue ball to keep moving. Needs to keep going, and it's fell short.
Does he go with them? Try to make the 2 and go towards the 3. He might go with this. Low ball, it tells me. Might be going at the 9. He's gone at the 9, and he's got it down.
What a big cheer reverberates around this Harrah's Resort Arena. Jayson Shaw looking daggers. Shane Van Boening, shotmaker extraordinaire. 2-9, all is fine, and 9-4.
Yeah, redemption there, right? He had ball in hand on the 1-9 and missed it by some margin. That was dead perfect.
That was dead, but that was just a joy to watch, wasn't it?
Feel the tension in the room, or is it feel this tension?
No doubt. I said before, it's last 16, but it has the feel of a final.
6 balls away from booking his place in the last 8. They are all there for the taking.
6. 6 here. I think he's good.
Shaw knows the next time he gets out of his seat, it may be to shake the hand of Shane.
In the very first rack, Van Boening missed the 6. Apart from that, it's been a very solid display.
Yeah, so he's taking the steep line. He's going to go back and forth below the left side pocket, above the 8.
Very easy. Was anything but. And I think that means Shane Van Boening is still on course for a record-breaking 6 US Open title.
Badly timed sneeze in the audience there.
Yeah, this isn't where he wanted to be. By any means, he wanted to go to the left side pocket. That's the position he was headed
Extension
for.
called.
Badly timed sneeze. That's exactly right.
There was doubt about that 9-ball. Shane Van Boening wasn't sure. As the ball went towards the pocket, the heart might have skipped a beat, but it just about flopped in. And he is a deserved winner by a score of 10 racks to 5.